Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It's the weekend. Oh my gosh, this is the time frame that I normally get the most done. It's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Except for I downloaded a stupid video game on my phone, which I'm really totally regretting, and I need to delete it. I'm just saying, it's a time killer. I like video games. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do. I like certain ones, and I just find that, you look like, give me 5 minutes and then it's dark, right? So I don't like that aspect of it. So I think it's time to delete that. But anyway, this time where I normally get most of my stuff done. And when I came home today, I had a little bit of a surprise. I had 2 grandchildren here when I came home from work, and it was wonderful. Not necessarily for the reason why. Poor little granddaughter, she had a tooth that needed to be extracted. Ow. And she was so excited to show me said tooth. This was... I didn't know this could happen. When she was about 3, she was sick and she was on some heavy antibiotics, right? You know, I mean, obviously she's 9 now, so she made it through. But it damaged that tooth. Just the development of the tooth. That's what the dentist was saying, you know. So it developed this really big hole in it, and they needed to remove said tooth. It was a permanent adult tooth. And granted, it's the back of her head. Her molar is going to come in, and the wisdom tooth is going to come in, and that'll kind of move in the way. But she's like, here, Nana, look at this. It's an adult tooth with a root like that. It's like, how did this get in this little, no, it's on the upper part, but it's how did this get into the baby's face? I'm just, you know, I mean, we say that when kids lose their teeth and they start to grow teeth in, they got their adult teeth. I don't think I realized what that meant. I know that sounds weird. I'm actually getting to something. I really am. But I know that really sounds weird, but that was the oddest thing. She's, you know, because she's had, like, her front teeth, she just recently started losing her teeth. Again, she's 9. She kept those baby teeth for a long time. Her front teeth, they're like this big. They were the tiniest little teeth right here, just little tiny baby teeth. And then to see this adult, it's like this wasn't even like a petite woman. This was an adult guy tooth come out of this little tiny head. I was not there. I just got to see the after effects. So I had stopped on the way home from work, and it's like, oh, I'm getting something. You know, it's kind of a bittersweet. Did you know that Party City is going bankrupt? They've been in business for 30 years, and they're bankrupt, and they're selling out everything. So I went to get, for a specific reason. Of course, I got more than what I went for, but I went for a specific reason. I would like to have my granddaughter join myself and her mommy on a couple of the videos. And I already talked to her mom about it, and she said, yeah, we could. What we're going to do is we're going to put her in a mask. So when I went to Party City, I went for fun masks. I'm like, oh yeah, look at this. I got some fun masks, you know. Nice elastic. This is her favorite one. I got 5 different masks, but this is her favorite one, and she's like, yes, I can be on there too. I could put this on, but you know, all right, well, I'll do it. But this will be how our 9-year-old is, because she likes the big feathers. I knew she'd love this. I knew this would be the best, and this is a way that she can play along with us. And she can be part of it, and I can feel more comfortable. Mommy can feel a little bit more comfortable. You know, she'll have a mask on. That's fine, right? There you go. She'll have this. Maybe we'll do an episode, because I had enough of them. We'll all have masks, but hey, I doubt that, because 2 of them have feathers like this, and you'd be hitting each other. But I just thought it was the cutest thing. Could I have gotten the plain ones? Yes. She's 9. Of course, I'm not going to get the plain ones. They were 75% off, so I got 5 different masks. Trying to get the ones that had like a smaller, this piece right here to fit her a little bit better. There's 2 of them that fit her better. The elastic needs to be tightened on that one for her. But I thought that was a lot of fun. So she was excited about that. And she asked me, you know, I'm like, well, honey, would you like to be on there? She said, oh, yes, Nana, I would like to be on there. Yes, she's excited. And she wanted to come on tonight. And I said, well, let's see when your mom comes pick you up, how tired she is. Mommy was exhausted. You know, daughter having dental surgery. You know, nothing stressful about that, right? 9-year-old child going into dental surgery too. And again, that tooth was damaged because of all the heavy antibiotics that she had when she was 3. So it was an adult tooth that was damaged during formation, which is the craziest thing. But the dentist said it's pretty common. Normally it's like a high fevers and heavy antibiotics when they're in those formative time periods. Who knew? Not me. I didn't know. But so mommy has not gotten a lot of sleep. So she didn't stick around too long. I did want to have them with on the video and showing their knitting needles. So they both have sets of knitting needles, and I wanted to go over what I got them, why I got them for them, but I didn't have the heart to hold on to them until we had the video together. They have their needles. We'll see if we get them back, right? So you know, I'm not saying they're going to lose them. That's not it. They both have their very own set of needles. I gave them their set of needles, and I said, do I have the little eyeglasses scissors right here? Yeah, and then these things I also put in, because they didn't have scissors, I put in a pair of little eyeglass scissors in each kit. So it's a full interchangeable set. So both of them have that. And then they have the needle gauge tool to show you what size the needle is. And I showed Ellie, the granddaughter, I showed her how to use that. And I said, okay, let's measure the needles that you have. Because she had these straights, just the boy straight, 13 inches long, right? I mean, big, long needles for this little, tiny, petite girl. She's like the smallest in her class. Literally, she's not, that's not exaggerating. She really is. She's a petite little girl. And she's trying to like murder grab these big, huge knitting needles. It looks like the cartoon characters knitting. So we transferred those, you know, she measured the needles, and I said, okay, now find in your kit which one's the same size. You've got the numbers down at the bottom if you put them back in their same slot, and then you also have the measuring tool. So I was explaining that. She found her stuff, and then I handed her the tips and said, okay, well, here's your cord. Put your needle tips on your cord. And she was able to do that and then transfer the needles. I thought that was really fun. It was nice. And she immediately started grabbing the needles better, because she was grabbing them like this, you know, and trying to work at it instead of, you know, just like the knitting, like, you know, like that, because they were so big and they were too cumbersome for her. I mean, they were cumbersome for me also, but you know, she's a little thing, just tiny. Those things were huge. So really excited about that. And mom, like I said, wasn't able to stick around, but she said, hey, can I get an extra ball of that yarn? So we are down to 1. So she has the first ball evidently worked up of this. She's making a garter stitch scarf. And the last time I saw it, I thought it was about half done, and she just had a little bit more, 1 skein of yarn. So this will be more than enough for her. I've got 3 of them. Thank you to Lori from the Armchair Chef. She's the one that gave me this, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, and it's got my daughter interested in knitting. So thank you so much for this wonderful gift. It's just so appreciated, because she's excited about the colors, the transition. It is the nicest, softest, luxurious cotton. It's, if you're not familiar with it, this is Juniper Moon Farm Nimbus Paints. It's an Israeli Mako cotton and a touch of nylon for strength. It's a 96% Mako cotton, 4% nylon. And it is luscious. It's 3.5 ounces, which is 100 grams, 162 yards. It's a number 5 bulky weight. And it says to use 9s through 11s for knitting needles, or a size K for a crochet hook. And like I said, Israeli cotton, luscious. So she took that one home with her, which is exciting. So that means she's ready for it. And the reason she didn't take it home with her last time when she visited was she said, well, I don't know how to attach the second ball. So today when she left, she's like, okay, I still don't know how, but I'm going to YouTube it. I'll figure it out. I'm like, there you go. You got it, baby. You got it. So really pleased with that. Getting the children involved, the children, grandchildren, right? You know, I mean, it's fun. That's the enjoyable part of all of this, is sharing your love of something and then sharing it down to the generations, because I'm mom. You know, I've got mom, daughter, granddaughter. So we've got obviously integrated because, well, we're family. But when you share love of a craft or something like that, you can see things through somebody else's eyes in a different manner. And it's just another bonding experience. And for her to join in and want to be on the videos, if she wasn't so tired, she would have been on today. And then, like I said, we're going to have the little one joining us with the masks. And I just think that's going to be so cute to have her on. and she'll show her knitting and what she's doing, and maybe we can get them to do a needle review on what they like about it, especially as opposed to the 13-inch straight needles. Yeah. She's got some perseverance. I don't know if I mean, yeah, at that age, I had that too. So, but that took some serious perseverance for her to say, let me work on this, and I don't care about those needles and what have you. So really proud of her, proud of both of them. So excited. Oh, I forgot to say anything. What am I wearing? This is the Scandens top by Marie Amelie. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. I'll link it down below. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and the yarn I used is Arcane Fiberworks yarn, and the hand dyer that does this is Tyler, and Tyler is out of Canada. The yarn is fabulous. I used 4 100-gram hanks of yarn for this, and since I had 2 of the charcoal color and then 2 of this color was Busy Bee, but Tyler, the creative genius behind Arcane Fiberworks, has like 100 plus colors, and he rotates them constantly. So they don't have this exact yellow color, the Busy Bee, but there's other colors that are similar or what have you. Absolutely amazing, and I think that's why I'm so hooked and I order so much. And I happen to know, because hubby told me, because he's a tease, that my order has shipped. So if you're new here, I like to fill a cart. I don't know if you're like that. You know, I'll go into a yarn, whatever. Oh wait, like I did to Joann earlier today. You know, and fill a cart, and then empty it, and then fill it back, or it doesn't matter what the website is. I love to do it with Little Knits too. If you've never been to littleknits.com, check them out. They're amazing. So, you know, I'll do that. It's just this gorgeous yarns, and then I have all the dreams in my head, and I get that endorphin rush of buying it without buying it. Somebody referred to it as it's the new window shopping. Yes, it is. It really is. I like that analogy. So I do that pretty regular. And Tyler had a 20% off sale at Christmas time, and I ordered all by myself. I did, and that's kind of a big deal because a lot of times, like I said, I fill the cart and I don't always push the button, because if I did, you wouldn't be able to walk in this room. There'd be like yarn to the ceiling and flowing out like an avalanche or something. You know, you just wouldn't, because again, I fill the cart. I love to look at colors and yarns and you know, patterns, and my mind just goes nuts with it all the time. That's what I like to do as my relaxation. That's my thing. And so of course I don't buy everything that I see. There's not going to be room for it. And I ordered some for Christmas. I got enough to make a sweater in the color, what was it, mug, Hug in a Mug, which has some turquoises in it and browns in it and like caramels, and oh, it's so pretty. And then some teal to go along with it, to where I could do things different, like with the cuffs and what have you. You know, just some fun stuff. And I haven't had a chance to wind it. I haven't had a chance to do anything because I haven't finished hubby's sweater out of Arcane Fiberworks, fingering weight, of course, my favorite. And it's slow to work through. It is. It's, as I like to say, dollar per enjoyment hours. Yeah, if you can handle using the smaller weight yarn, that is more economical, because it takes, for a lot of reasons, it is, but again, it's got to be something you enjoy. It takes longer to work with to make a project, right? So you've got enjoyment hours, like, oh look, I've got this 1 skein of yarn and it cost me how much, right? Well, how long does the 1 skein of fingering weight take you to go through versus the 1 skein of worsted or bulky weight, right? So, you know, you look at it like that, I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, that's how my mind works. But I had this gorgeous yarn, and I haven't wound it up yet because, again, I have to finish hubby's first, because I promised him, and he's like a 2-year-old and he wants a sweater. Although he has been so amazing. We moved, actually we just got new furniture, and we've been in the basement, which is a bit cooler, but with the furniture has heated seats. Whoa, didn't know that was a thing. I feel so fancy. I feel bougie. I'm telling you, I feel bougie. So we are in the basement, and it's just got a completely, the view, because it's a walkout basement, the view is our bedroom view. It's beautiful. We're not looking at the street, okay? We've got a nice view, nice backyard view. So we're in the basement. It's chillier. All right, so he's wearing his sweater and he's got his blanket, and because he wanted me to finish his socks, he's wearing hand knit socks. So, but none of them matches. No, it looks like knitting threw up on him. It does, but it's adorable, right? So he's got all that on. He's like, it'd be nice if I had my second sweater, then I could rotate them. I mean, he's got a point, and he is using it. It's not like he wanted it and then just like discarded it. So that's encouragement. It is amazing amount of encouragement. So guess what I'm gonna be doing as soon as I turn off my video, and while I'm uploading it, yeah, I'm gonna be working on his sweater, because guess what I have not worked on all week long? Yeah, that's his sweater. And he'll call me out. If he doesn't, I'm sure one of you will, because I've got the little marker pens this time, right? And it shows me where I'm at, and I'm sure somebody will call me out going, hey, that didn't move. You didn't do anything. We noticed. Hello. So yeah, I gotta keep myself honest, if nothing else, right? And kind of make that little marker pen move. Don't cheat. I'm not gonna just move it. I'm not cheating. I'm just saying I gotta work it up. So I've got that going on. Well, where was I with this? Oh yeah, that's it. We were talking about buying yarn, of all things. Go figure. Oh my goodness. No, I don't have a problem. I'm not addicted at all. Maybe a little bit, but it's better than other things I could be addicted to. It is. So, I don't smoke, right? You know, I'm like, if you do, that's fine. But, you know, I'd rather buy yarn. That's just me. So it's really my theory. So, Tyler ended up right after Christmas and everything, and I ordered, and I got in the yarn, and I was quite happy with it and everything, you know, and I'm like, okay, there's a couple other colors that are just like I said, he's constantly coming up with new colors, right? You know, I'm like, I'm good for a while, and then he comes up with another color. I'm like, he does that on purpose. So, he did the Boxing Day sale. Okay, still 20% off. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good, because I already got the stuff. Just, you know, I just got in yarn. I'm fine. Yeah, well, evidently Velvet Queen just released, and that was one that was in his Mystery Yarn Club, which surprisingly, I don't get the Mystery Yarn Club. I buy enough of on purpose yarn, right? But it was one of the mystery yarn colors, and what he does is he has them in this mystery yarn, and then he'll release them to everybody else, you know, in a timely manner. I don't know what his time scheme is. That's his deal. So Velvet Queen, oh my gosh, it's maroons and yellows and pretty and gorgeous, and I'm like, oh, I'm drooling. So I filled my cart, because that's what I do, right? And I had my cart with that, and I had my cart with some other stuff, some semi-solids, because I'm really kind of wanting to do, see how I've got the yoke here, this, you look at it, it's just round. Yeah, when I go like that, you can see, you know, the rounded thing, that's the yoke, right? All the way around. Well, this is colorwork yoke. Well, they've got these like that too, with texture, you know, with bobbles and lace and twisted stitches, and oh my gosh, just all sorts of gorgeousness. And I've not done anything like that. I mean, I've done cables, and I've done lace type thing. I've done those things, but doing a yoke sweater like that, I've not done. I don't think. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to do one. And I think that would be better in more of a semi-solid color. I mean, you got the charcoal here, which is semi-solid. This isn't too variegated. I mean, I love it. But, you know, if you do something like that, it's better, my opinion, if it's more of a kettle dyed or a semi-color or a solid. So the stitches do the talking. This, I wanted the color work to say, hi, I'm colorwork. Hi, I'm right here. I'm here. Look at me. I'm right here. You know, so I wanted that good contrast, but a different type of a yoke with doing laces and cables and bobbles and texture. Oh my gosh, how amazing would that be? It would be semi-solids. So I was putting things in and out of my cart and, you know, just playing, because that's what I do. Well, hubby ordered it. And I'm like, what did you order? Because he let me know. He was so proud of himself. I mean, he was just so giddy when he told me, I ordered your cart. I'm like, whoa, wait. I was playing. What did you order? I don't know, whatever you had in your cart. I don't know what I had in my cart. I mean, my cart was down from, at any given time, from anywhere from 2 skeins to like 15 or 16 skeins of yarn. I mean, I was going back and forth because I don't need that much. Did I mention it takes a while to knit through 4 skeins of fingering weight yarn? I mean, granted, I was working on other things, but this sweater took me 8 months. I put it down a lot. I did, and I made other things. But the point is, that was 4 skeins. Okay, that was 4 skeins. And you know, between everything else, I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that. No. And he's like, I did it. He was so cute. The smile on his face was like he got the best Christmas present ever. He was smiling, and all I can do is I equate it to, if he was a puppy, he's not a puppy, all I can do is I can see the tail wagging. You know, you get a puppy and everything, you give him a treat and everything, they're all excited and his tail's all wagging and everything. That's how my husband was. He was so excited, I swear I could see his tail wagging. I'm just saying, he's like, haha, I did it. I'm like, what did you order? You know, because he's like, whatever you had in the cart. I don't know what I had in the cart. Pretty sure I left the Velvet Queen in there, though. I'm just saying that I'd have to put in another order if that was the case. I'm just saying, I would like to have some of that. It goes with the wine time, which I already have, and it goes with the golden yellow, and it goes with these brights, and you know, it's like, oh my gosh, it's everything. My brain's on fire. I'm like, oh, and I've been doing the, like with hubbies, it's been the reds and the yellows, where the color scheme, the burning desire and the rising phoenix and the imagery, you can just see the imagery. It's great, right? So this is on the same concept, but with maroons. Oh my gosh, even better. Oh, even better. So totally thrilled. And, you know, the Velvet Queen is a big sunflower, right? You know, with the maroon and everything. It's like really cool. And I like all these things. Like, oh, I must have this. So I'm not really sure, but he did tell me that I do have that coming. I don't know what the tracking number is, so I can't stock it. But, you know, what I have noticed with the yarn that I get from Canada, it always arrives on time. Because whenever it arrives, I'm happy, and that makes it on time. I mean, that's really it. I'm all kinds of, I can make myself busy. I have yarn. I can be busy. But yeah, it's always on time. I absolutely love it. So no, I can't stock it. I don't know. So he did that. I've done some other stuff and everything. You know, like, we'll see. We'll see. I was proud of myself today. I did go into Joann because the Joann is right in the same complex as the Party City that I wanted to go to specifically, and I was successful of getting the mask. Can you believe I went into Joann Fabrics? And we know how much I like my Joann Fabrics yarn. And I did not buy any yarn. I know. I was tempted on a couple of them. I really was. But the yarn that I'm interested in is some of the KNC yarn that my local Joann doesn't have. The one that's like 5-10 miles farther away after, you know, from this one, right? You know, not 5-10 miles from my house, but 5 or 10 miles farther from the closest Joann. That one has some of what I was looking for, but not everything. So it wasn't worth it to me to go. The only reason I went to Joann, like I said, was because I wanted to get the masks at Party City. And I mean, if I was in the shopping complex, I might as well go in. It's a rule. I'm just saying, that's a rule. So I was hoping they had it, but I'd already looked at the app and I knew they didn't. But, you know, I just went looking around. They did have 3 or 4 boxes. They were unloading and filling in more shelving area and putting things around. They've rearranged my Joann as far as the yarn. They added more yarn, and they were trying to fill in more cubbies. So that was kind of exciting. But some of those KNC yarns stands for knit and crochet. And I didn't know that for the longest time. I'm like, I don't know. It's just Joann's exclusive yarn. KNC, knit and crochet yarn. Okay, that's cool. I get it now. I'm a little slow. I got it. So there are some of those that I'm drooling over. And I'm going to give a little shout out to Erin at Crafting Kitty. She just got some of the new yarns from Joann. I appreciate the review. There are some that I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, go figure, the sock yarn. So I did not know that Big Twist has a sock yarn. So my cart that I'm filling up with Joann, which hubby has no access to, by the way, he has no access to that. But on that one, I've put in some of that sock yarn. And I reached out to him like, hey, is that a toothy feeling or super soft? Because this is buttery soft and it's amazing. This is the Barocco vintage sock and it's amazing, right? And I'm concerned about the longevity. That's a good way to put it. The longevity. I don't want to have to make socks. I'll do it anyway. That the kids have to take special care because they're not going to know that what year were this. Oh, these are the special care socks. These are the I can do whatever socks, since I give them socks every year. So I was asking him like, hey, is that like a toothy feel? Because that's what I was going for. And she said, it's really soft. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And in the KNC one, I think that's got more of a toothier feel, right? So there's 2. KNC has a sock yarn. amazing prices right now. And so does Big Twist. They both have sock yarns. And Big Twist, their yarns are solid colors. And they've got a black, a semi-white, golden, hello, I mean, just, yes. And with me wanting to do the mosaic style and, the colorwork socks this year, that's perfect because most of my sock yarn is highly variegated. And yeah, you can do mosaic with it. You're not going to really be able to see it, but you can do it. Or if you wanted to do it, take a highly variegated sock yarn and then a really bright solid, and then you're going to see it, right? Then that's fun. But, just trying to take two fighting, vibrant, variegated yarns, you're not going to get the oomph that you're looking for. Well, I wouldn't anyway, but you can do it. By all means, go for it. But I'm not going to do that. So I was kind of drooling. I did not know that. So thank you to Erin for doing that for the Joann. So that had me looking at all the Joann yarns today. And we'll see if I end up pushing that button. Yeah, we'll see. I whittled it down. It was up and then back down and then back up. Because, they've got sales and stuff like that too. And then there's free shipping at, I think, $75. And there's, yeah. This is why we get in trouble. I'm just saying, this is why we get into trouble. It's true. And then, if you didn't know, if you get like 10 skeins of yarn, something, I thought it had to be 10 of the same. Like Big Twist value, 10 of the Big Twist value. I got 10 of those and I get an extra like 4 or 5% discount. It's not a lot, but it covers, right? It's helpful every little bit. And if you're going to buy the yarn anyway, yeah, so I'd filled my cart and I had over 10 skeins of yarn and everything. And there was like that little extra discount. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I've gotten it before, but I've ordered like 10 Big Twist, right? Value, because hello, like that stuff, and it's a great price, so I've gotten it before, and but I didn't know that you could like mix and match, and it was like just 10 and not 10 of this one and 10 of that one, because it gave it to me in the cart. Oh, speaking of being at Joann, mine had the Big Twist Rave in stock. So for people who are interested in the Big Twist Rave, which is what this whole blanket was, that's for my son. As soon as I see him, he will get it. He just turned 32. So this is his birthday present along with a pair of socks. But it is back in stock. I don't know how many cakes I used on that, but that is all Big Twist Rave. Yeah, for everyone that was sad that they'd missed it, it's back, which is really exciting because I'm loving the blanket. I am. I think it's fabulous. I love the colors on it. It was great to work with. So there you have it. I mean, fun stuff. But yeah, I did not buy anything in the physical store. Okay, that's not 100% true. Not 100% true. I did buy some ginger snap cookies. I did. Yeah, the ones made in Sweden. Oh my gosh, they are so good. So I did get those, but I didn't get any yarn. I just got cookies because they were on sale. I got cookies. I didn't need cookies. I didn't need cookies. If I continue to eat cookies, I'm going to need the 5th skein of yarn. Because I used all the 8 grams on this, and I should have gone farther and made really long sleeves because I like them longer, and I had a little bit left. I should have done it, but this is all the 4 full skeins. So if I keep eating cookies, I'm gonna have to get that 5th skein. Just saying. I mean, it's just, that's what happens. It is, it's just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. So for yarn savings, I should probably push the cookies away. That's a good, there you go. There. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Just be happy. Be happy. Alrighty then. With that, before I go into a laughing fit, because I found that really funny, a little bit of a perverse funny, but I found that really funny. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.